Hey everyone and welcome to this PYQ session on coordinate geometry. In this session we are going to solve ample of problems based on coordinate geometry, especially based on distance formula, isn't it? So let us try to understand how many questions were previously asked from this particular chapter. If you see, a 1 mark question is very important from this chapter because in 2023 as well as in 2024, 3 questions out of 20 questions were asked from coordinate geometry for 1 mark each. That means a 1 mark is definitely important, especially distance formula question is definitely going to be there. So you can have a look at this. You can clearly see that the 1 marker is very important here, right? Apart from that, you can also expect a 3 mark question from this particular chapter. So straight away, let us solve some problems based on coordinate geometry. So this is the first problem, and here we are supposed to find out the distance between the 2 points. The first point is given a cos theta plus b sin theta comma 0. This is slightly different. This is 0 comma a sin theta minus b cos theta. So please make a change in this question. This is 0 comma a sin theta minus b cos theta. Okay, so what is given to us? Can I say here, this is my x1, 0 is my y1, 0 here is my x2, and this is my y2, correct? What is the formula for distance between 2 points? We know that distance between 2 points is given by x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square whole under root, right? So under root of this becomes x2 minus x1, that is 0 minus we have a cos theta plus b sin theta the whole square, x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1. What is y2? A sin theta minus b cos theta. A sin theta minus b cos theta, correct? We will have minus 0. This goes in one bracket, the whole square. So here I can ignore 0, right? So that gives me under root of, see, 0 minus this, square of negative 1 is positive only. So can I say, I'm further going to get a cos theta plus b sin theta the whole square plus a sin theta minus b cos theta the whole square, correct? This is what we will get. So if I expand this further, I am going to get a plus b the whole square, that is a square cos square theta plus b square sin square theta plus 2ab sin theta cos theta, right? 2ab sin theta cos theta. This becomes plus a square sin square theta plus b square cos square theta everything is under the root, right? And then minus 2ab sin theta cos theta, correct? So here, can I cancel 2ab sin theta cos theta minus 2ab sin theta cos theta? Yes, I can do that. So what will remain? A square cos square theta plus a square sin square theta. So can I take a square common? So that becomes under root of a square common in the bracket. From here a square is common. I get sin square theta plus cos square theta. And then again from here and here I can take b square common plus b square common. Again I get sin square theta plus cos square theta. Now how much is sin square theta plus cos square theta? Sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1, right? This becomes 1. This becomes 1. What are we left with? We are only left with root of a square plus b square. So that is your final answer. So let us check whether we have under root of a square plus b square in the options or not. So we have these 4 options, and yes, under root of a square plus b square is there in the options, which is the correct option. Easy. Let's continue. Let's have a look at a new question now. It says, if point P divides the line segment joining the points A and B in the ratio 1:2, then the value of K is. Now understand, there is a segment, right? There is a segment. That segment is segment AB. So this is A, this is B. The coordinates of A are 2, -2. The coordinates of B are -7, 4. And there is a point. That point is point P, right? And that point P has the coordinates K, 0, which divides AB in the ratio 1:2. So this is 1, this is 2, correct? And then we are supposed to find out the value of K, correct? Now this is very simple, because what we can do is we can consider this as x1, this as y1, this as x, this as y, this as x2, this as y2. Now we know that we need to find out the value of K. So for that we will use the formula of x, right? That is x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. So what is x? The value of x is K. So K is equal to m into x2, that is 1 into -7 plus n into x1, that is 2 into 2 by m plus n. The ratio is m is to n, so 1 plus 2. So that gives you -7 plus 4 by 3, that is -3 by 3, and -3 by 3 is nothing but -1. So let us check if we have -1 in the options. Yes, you can see option D. I hope you are able to see the options. Option D is the correct option, which is -1. I hope you have understood this problem. Easy question, right? Let's continue. Okay. Now let us see this question. The question says, find the area of the triangle PQR formed by the points P, Q and R. So area of triangle, the questions are not there for you, but still for better practice, I am giving you this question. This is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. And this is x3, y3, right? So x1 is -5, y1 is 7, x2 is -4, y2 is -5, x3 is 4, y3 is 5, right? Okay. So how do we solve? We solve this by using the formula for area of a triangle. So what is the formula? Area of triangle is given by half of, we put modulus, so x1, y2 minus y3 plus x2, y3 minus y1 plus x3, y1 minus y2. Correct? So all we need to do is substitute the values here, half of mod of x1. x1 is -5, y2 minus y3, y2 minus y3, that is -5 minus 5, y2 minus y3 plus x2. x2 is what? -4, y3 minus y1, y3 minus y1. So y3 is 5 minus y1 is 7 plus x3. x3 is 4, y1 minus y2. y1 minus y2. So can I write down 7 minus 5? You check once again, half of x1, right, y2 minus y3 plus x2, y3 minus y1 plus x3, y1 minus y2. So once you solve this, you are going to get half of mod of, this is minus 5 minus 5, that is minus 10, minus 5 into minus 10 is 50, right? This is 5 minus 7, which is minus 2, minus 4 into minus 2 is plus 8, and this is 7 plus 5, 12, 12 fours are 48, so this is plus 48, correct? So that gives you 50 plus 8, 58, 58 plus 48, right, that is 106. So that is equal to half of 106, and that is equal to 53 square units. So this is how you solve problems based on area of triangle. Anyways, you can skip this part if you want, but this is a way of solving problems based on area of triangle, and that's how you find out area of triangle when the three vertices are given to us. Okay, so let's continue further. It says, if point C divides internally the line segment joining 2, 5 and x, y in the ratio 3:4, find the coordinates of point B. Interesting question. So here, again, what all do we need? We need 3 points, point A, point B, and then there is point C, right? So point A has coordinates 2, 5. Point B has coordinates x, y, and point C has coordinates -1, 2. Correct? And the ratio is 3:4. So here there is 3, here there is 4. So this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. In the middle you have x, y, and this is m, this is n. You can also take m1 and m2. That's okay. Now what is the formula for x? We know that x is given by mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. This is the formula. So x is what? X is -1. So -1 is equal to m into x2. That is 3 into x, right? Because x2 is x, 3 into x, plus n into x1, mx2 plus nx1. That is 4 into 2 by m plus n. That is 3 plus 4. So that gives you -1 is equal to 3x plus 8 by 7. 7 goes here. So you get 3x plus 8 is equal to -7. So 8 goes there. So 3x is equal to -7 minus 8, that is -15. So x will be equal to -15 divided by 3, and the value of x that you get is -5. Correct? So value of x is -5. That is -5. Even if you want to check whether your answer is correct or not, just try for this. mx2, that is 3 into -5, -15. Then nx1, right? That is 3 into -5, -15. Plus 4 into 2 is 8. By m plus n, that is 7. -7 by 7 is -1. You are getting -1 here. That means your answer is correct. Okay. So how do we get the value of y? Y is equal to my2 plus ny1 by m plus n, right? So y is what? Y is 2. So 2 is equal to my2, that is 3 into y, plus ny1, n is what? 4, 4 into 5 by 3 plus 4. So 2 is equal to 3y plus 20 by 7. 7 goes here. So 3y plus 20 is equal to 7 to the 14. So 3y is equal to 14 minus 20, that is negative 6. So y is equal to negative 6 divided by 3. So y is equal to minus 2. You get the value of y as minus 2. Clear? So the value of x is minus 1, the value of y is minus 2. So the next question says, students of a class are standing in rows and columns in their school playground to celebrate their annual sports day. A, B, C, D are the position of 4 students. The position is given. The position of A is 2, 5. Position of B is 5, 7. Position of C is 8, 6. Position of D is 6, 3. What is the question? The first question says, the figure formed by the 4 points A, B, C, D is what? Is it a square, parallelogram, rhombus, or a quadrilateral? So firstly we need to find out the distances, right? So let's try to find out distance AB first. That is 2, 5 and 5, 7. So distance AB. So I can say for AB, under root x2 minus x1, right? x2 minus x1. So 5 minus 2, the whole square, plus y2 minus y1. That is under root 3 square plus 2 square. So 3 square is 9, 2 square is 4, 9 plus 4 is 13, but you have to take the under root, right? So distance AB is under root 13. Okay, no problem. Let's note it down somewhere. So I have distance AB as under root 13. Now let me find out distance BC. So BC, that is 5, 7, 8, 6. So x2 minus x1 the whole square plus y2 minus y1 the whole square, that is 8 minus 5 the whole square plus 6 minus 7 the whole square. So I have 8 minus 5 the whole square plus 6 minus 7 the whole square. So that is equal to under root 8 minus 5 is 3. So 3 square plus minus 1 square, that is equal to 3 square is 9, 9 plus 1 is 10. So that is root 10, right? So BC is root 10. Now let's find out CD. AB is done, BC is done. Now we will find out CD, right? So for CD, what are we going to do? For CD, we will have x2 minus x1, 6 minus 8 the whole square plus 3 minus 6 the whole square. Six minus 8 the whole square plus 3 minus 6 the whole square, right? That is equal to under root 6 minus 8 is how much? 3 minus 6 is how much? So that is under root of 4 plus 9, that is under root 13. Correct? So if you see AB under root 13, BC under root 10, CD under root 13. Now let's talk about AD. Let us see what do we get in AD. So AD, that is 6 minus 2 the whole square plus 3 minus 5 the whole square, right? AD, right? This is D, 6 comma 3, and this is A, 2 comma 5, correct? So 6 minus 2 the whole square plus 3 minus 5 the whole square. That gives you under root 4 square plus 2 square, and that is going to give you under root 20, right? So all the four values, if you see, they are different. Here we found out AB, correct? If we have a quick recap of this, we found out AB, that is 5 minus 2 the whole square plus 7 minus 5 the whole square. So that gives you under root 13, correct? Then you found out BC. BC is what? This was 8 comma 6. This was 5 comma 7. So 8 minus 5 the whole square plus 6 minus 7 the whole square, that is 3 square plus 1 square, that gives you under root 10. Then you found out CD, that is 6 minus 8 the whole square plus 3 minus 6 the whole square, that is minus 2 square plus minus 3 square. Minus 2 square is 4, minus 3 square is 9, that gives you 13. And then you found out AD. So what is AD? If you see, AD is, here you have 6 comma 3, and for A you have 2 comma 5, right? So 6 minus 2 the whole square plus 3 minus 5 the whole square. 6 minus 2 is 4, 4 square is 16, 3 minus 5 is minus 2 square is 4, 16 plus 4 is 20, under root 20. So AD is under root 20. So definitely all the values are different. Yes, AB and CD are same, but that does not really matter. So this is a quadrilateral, right? Quadrilateral, isn't it? The first part is done. Now let's move on to the second part. It says, if the sports teacher is sitting at the origin, then which of the 4 students is closest to him? Okay, interesting question. Now see, there are 4 children, A, B, C, D. Now if you see, the teacher is at origin, so definitely B and C. Definitely we can say that B and C are far away. The only thing that we need to check is on A and D. So if I take this as O and if I take this as 0, 0, let me find out distance OA and distance OD. Fine. So let me find out distance OA first. What is A? A is 2, 5, right? So distance OA. But what is A? A is 2, 5. That is equal to under root x2 minus x1. Origin is 0, 0. So can I say I'll have 2 minus 0 the whole square plus 5 minus 0 the whole square. That is equal to under root 2 minus 0. 2 square is 4 plus 5 square is 25. That is equal to under root 29, right? And then what do I have? I also have point D, that is 6, 3. So what will be distance of OD? That is equal to under root 6 minus 0 the whole square plus 3 minus 0 the whole square. That is equal to under root 36 plus 3 square is 9. That is under root 45. Now see, I am not solving the remaining parts, but if you see logically, Point B is so far, that is point B is 5 comma 7, that is under root 5 square plus 7 square, 5 square is 25, 7 square is 14, and that gives you 74. And C is very far, 8 comma 6, that gives you almost 100, right? That is 10 units. So definitely you can say that point A or student A, you can say. See, this value is the smallest one, is the closest to the sports teacher, correct? Okay. Now the question says, what is the distance between points A and C? Okay, we have to go back again. Distance between points A and C. For that we need the coordinates of A, that is 2 comma 5, coordinates of C 8 comma 6. 2 comma 5 and 8 comma 6, right? 2 comma 5, 8 comma 6. So what will be AC? AC will be under root x2 minus x1. 8 minus 2, you can say. 8 minus 2 the whole square plus 6 minus 5 the whole square. Correct? That gives you under root 8 minus 2 is 6 square plus 1 square, that is equal to under root 36 plus 1, and 36 plus 1 is under root 37. So let's check if we have under root 37. Yes, the first option itself is under root 37, and that is the correct option. I hope you are understanding this question. Easy, isn't it? So under root 37 is the distance between the two children A and B. Perfect. Let's continue further. The coordinates of the midpoint of AC. So again we have AC again. This is A, this is C, that is 2 comma 5, 8 comma 6. We have A and C. 2 comma 5, 8 comma 6. And suppose this is the point, that is point P, which is the midpoint, right? So point P is the midpoint. Let us call this as x comma y. So if this is x1, this is y1, this is x2, this is y2. So what will be x? X is nothing but x1 plus x2 by 2. So x will be 2 plus 8 by 2. That is 10 by 2. That is 5. So the value of x is 5. Correct? So either option C or option D is correct. But let us check y also. Y is what? y1 plus y2 by 2. So what is y1? y1 is 5. What is y2? y2 is 6 by 2. That gives you 11 by 2. So 5 by 2 comma 11 by 2. Is it there in the options? Yes. So option C is the correct option. I hope you are understanding this. This is an easy question. All we wanted to find out is the midpoint, and we have done that. Okay, so we have a fifth question as well in this. It was asked for 4 marks. So this is a lengthy question if you see. There are so many things to be done here. So if point P divides line segment AD, A and D. So what do we need? We need the coordinates of A and we need the coordinates of D in the ratio 1:2. So M and N is given, that is M:N is 1:2. Then the coordinates of point P are. So let's get back to A and D. So for that we need to go all the back to the figure, right? A and D. Okay, so here is the figure. For A we have 2 comma 5. For A we have 2 comma 5. For D we have 6 comma 3. So 2 comma 5 and 6 comma 3. So this is 2 comma 5. This is 6 comma 3. And then we have a segment, that is suppose segment AD. and then there is a point. For example, this is point P that divides the line segment AD. So A is what? 2, 5. D is what? 6, 3. And this is suppose x, y. What is the ratio? Ratio is 1:2. Correct? So I can say this is M, this is N, this is x1, y1, and this is x2, y2. Correct? So what do we get? We get x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. So can I say x is equal to 1 into 6 plus nx1, 2 into 2 by 1 plus 2. So that is equal to 6 1s are 6 plus 2 2s are 4 by 2 plus 1 is 3, and that gives you 10 by 3. Similarly, can we find out y? Yes, we can do that. Y is equal to my2 plus ny1 by m plus n, right? So m into y2, that is 1 into 3 plus 2 into 5 by 1 plus 2, that is equal to 3 plus 10 by 3, that is 13 by 3. So 10 by 3 and 13 by 3, shall we check them in the options? See once again, 10 by 3 and 13 by 3. Okay, we have option B, and that is definitely the correct option. Easy. I hope you are understanding how to solve these problems, and all the 5 questions we have solved from this. A bit lengthy question, but that's how it is. Let's continue. Now it says, check whether the points P 5,2, Q 6,4 and R 7,2 are the vertices of an isosceles triangle PQR. So this is P, this is Q, this is R, P is 5,2, Q is 6,4, R is 7,2. Correct? We are supposed to check whether these are the vertices of isosceles triangle or not. Firstly, we'll find out distance PQ. Let's find out distance PQ. How do we do that? Under root PQ, x2 minus x1. So can I say I have 6 minus 5 the whole square plus y2 minus 5, 4 minus 2 the whole square. That gives you under root 6 minus 5 is how much? 1. 1 square is 1 plus 4 minus 2 is how much? 2. 2 square is 4 and 1 plus 4 is 5. So you get under root 5. Okay, let us keep it aside. Now once we have PQ, we'll find out QR. So QR will be what? Under root. See, QR, 7 minus 6 the whole square plus 2 minus 4 the whole square. So you have 7 minus 6 the whole square plus 2 minus 4 the whole square. That is equal to under root 7 minus 6 is how much? Again 1. 1 square is 1 plus 2 minus 4 is how much? Minus 2, right? But what is minus 2 square? Again positive 4. Okay, you are getting root 5 again for the second time. And then finally, you can also find out PR. So let us do that. What will be PR? PR will be equal to under root PR 7 minus 5 the whole square plus 2 minus 2 the whole square. So you have 7 minus 5 the whole square plus 2 minus 2 the whole square. That gives you under root 7 minus 5 is 2, right? So 2 square is 4, correct? And then 2 minus 2 is 0. So under root 4 is nothing but 2. So what do you observe here? Can I say that here the two sides PQ and QR, see PQ and QR, they are equal. We can say that PQ is equal to QR, and both of the sides they are equal, but they are not equal to the third side PR. So I can say PQ and QR are equal and the third side is different. So this is an isosceles triangle, because what is the definition of isosceles triangle? The definition of isosceles triangle says that a triangle with any two sides of equal length. So if two sides of the triangle are of equal length, it is an isosceles triangle. We found out PQ, right? We got root 5. We found out QR, there also we got root 5, and then we found out PR, we got a different value there. That is why PQR is an isosceles triangle, yes. Perfect. Let's continue. So the question says, find the ratio in which P4, 5 divides the join of A and B. Okay, understand. So A is there, B is there, A is what? A is 2, 3. B is what? B is 7, 8. And in between, there is a point. What is the coordinate? Or you can say coordinates 4, 5. We are supposed to find out M is to N. You can also call it as M1 is to M2. Your NCERT gives you M1 is to M2. That is also fine, your choice. Okay, this is what we are supposed to find out. The ratio. So here can I say, this is nothing but my x1, this is my y1, this is my x2, this is my y2, and here this is my x and y. So what will be x? We know that x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n, correct? So what is x? X is 4. So put 4 is equal to m into x2. M into x2. x2 is 7 plus n as it is into x1. x1 is 2 by m plus n. Keep m plus n as it is. Now take this entire m plus n on the other side. You get 4m plus 4n is equal to 7 into m, 7m, n into 2, 2n, correct? Take 2n here, take 7m there. So can I say I get 4n minus 2n is equal to 7m minus 4m. That gives you 2n is equal to 3m. Can I write it like this? 3m is equal to 2n. Same thing, no? A is equal to B, B is equal to A. Take n down, take 3 down. So m by n will give you 2 by 3. And that is the ratio. See, m is to n is equal to 2 is to 3. That's it. Such a simple question asked for 3 marks. I hope you are understanding this question. Now we have done it with the help of x. If you see, we have ignored y. But what if we take y? Are we going to get the same answer? I'm just telling you this for one time so that you can also keep this in mind, that you can also solve the same question by taking the ratio with the help of y there. So how do we do that? We do it like this. Y is equal to what? Y is equal to m y2 plus n y1 by m plus n. But what is y? Y is 5. So 5 is equal to m y2. that is m into 8, n y1, that is n into 3 by m plus n. If you take it here, that becomes 5m plus 5n is equal to 8m plus 3n, correct? You take m there. So 8m minus 5m. Directly I am writing down 3m. 5n minus 3n. Directly I am writing down 2n. So m by n, 3 goes down, right? Gives you 2 by 3. Are we getting the same answer? Yes. So this is also a way of doing it. You can also solve the question with the help of y. Correct? Perfect. So let's see a new question now. The new question says we are supposed to find out the distance between the points 0, 2 root 5 and minus 2 root 5, 0. So again, this is a very simple question. This is like your x1, y1. This is like your x2, y2. Isn't it? So if I take the 2 points as a and b, distance between AB will be under root x2 minus x1. That is 0 minus minus 2 root 5 the whole square plus 2 root 5 minus 0 the whole square, correct? So this is equal to under root, this anyways becomes 2 root 5 the whole square plus 2 root 5 the whole square, isn't it? That is equal to under root 2 square is 4, correct? Into root 5 square is 5 and 4 5s are 20. So can I say this becomes 20 plus 20, and 20 plus 20 is under root 40, right? Under root 40 is nothing but under root 4 into 10, and if I take the square root of 4, it gives me 2. So 2 root 10. We need to check for 2 root 10. Yes, the first option is 2 root 10. So definitely 2 root 10 is the correct option, right? Simple, easy question, distance formula applied, that's it. Okay, now this is an interesting question. Please mark this question as very, very important. It says, in what ratio does the x-axis divide the line segment joining the points a 3, 6 and b minus 12, minus 3. Now understand, if you just try to visualize, this is the x-axis and we have 2 points 3, 6. So there is a point here which is a 3, 6. There is one more point here which is b minus 12, minus 3. This is a 3, 6. This is b, right? Which will go in the, actually it will go in the third quadrant. That's okay. Quadrant is not important here. This is just for your understanding. Now there is a point. Say for example point P that lies on the x-axis. Now if it lies on the x-axis, can I say this is of the form a, 0 where y will be 0, correct? Why y is 0? Because every point on the x-axis is of the form some number, 0, 1, 0, 2, 0, 3, 0, 4, 0. I am taking a, 0, correct? Now it is easy because if I take this as m1 and if I take this as m2 and if I take the help of y, what is the formula for y? The formula for y is my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. So all we need to do is put the values my2 plus ny1 by m plus n. M, you can take this as m, you can take this as m2 or you can also take this as n, doesn't really matter. This is x1, y1 which is 3, 6 and b is minus 12, minus 3. That is your x2, y2. Perfect. So this gives you y. Y is how much? y is 0 because the point lies on the x-axis, my2, that is m multiplied by minus 3 plus n multiplied by y1. y1 is how much? 6 by m plus n. m plus n goes there, that becomes 0. So 0 is equal to minus 3m plus 6n. This goes here. So can I say 3m is equal to 6n. So m by n is equal to 6 by 3 and m by n will be equal to 2 by 1. That is nothing but 2:1. Correct? Yes, 2:1 is there in the options and option D is the correct option. I hope you are getting this. Always remember 2:1 and 1:2 are different. See, m:n and n:m, they are different. So always find out m by n, not n by m. Okay. Let's have a look at a new question. It is an assertion and reasoning question. It says, the assertion says point P 0, 2 is the point of intersection of y-axis with the line 3x plus 2y is equal to 4. And the reason is the distance of point P 0, 2 from the x-axis is 2 units. This is the reason. See, whenever you have assertion and reasoning questions, basically what they're trying to say is, this is a statement, this is a statement. There are two statements. Does the second statement support the first statement, provided both are true? So as of now, what we need to do is first check whether both of them are true or not. Because if you see the options, the first option says both are true and R is the correct reason for A. That is the first option. Second option is also similar. Both are true. Again, this is true, this is true. But the second option is not the correct explanation of first option. Then if I talk about third and fourth, they're slightly different. It's like assertion is true, reason is false. Fourth one is assertion is false, reason is true. So firstly, let us check whether these two, they're actually true or not, right? So what is the assertion given? That point P 0, 2 is the point of intersection of y-axis with the line. Okay, does this point lies on the y-axis? Yes. But let us check whether it satisfies this. So if I take the LHS, that is 3x plus 2y, I can put 0, 2, that is equal to 3 into 0 plus 2 into 2, that is 0 plus 2 to the 4. 0 plus 4 is 4. Can I say this is equal to the RHS? Can I say this is equal to RHS? Yes. That means assertion is true. Assertion is true. Perfect. Now what is the reason given? The reason is that the distance of point P 0, 2. Okay. Where does 0, 2 lie? Can I say it lies on the y-axis? Can I say it lies here? Suppose this is 1, this is 0, this is 2. Can I say this point is 0, 2? Yes. And this is the x-axis. They are saying this distance is 2 units. Is it true? Yes, it is true. No problem. The distance of the x-axis to this point is 2. So this is also true. But tell me one thing, does this have any connection with this? Here we have checked whether the point lies on the line or not. This point lies on some line or not. It lies. But it has nothing to do with the distance from the x-axis. That means what? What is the right answer for this? The right answer for this is that the right answer for this is assertion and reason. Assertion and reason are true. Both are true. But reason is not the correct explanation for the assertion. Because reason has nothing to do with the assertion, the explanation given there, right? There was no connection between both of them. Perfect. Okay. Now the question says if the distance between the points 3 comma minus 5 and x comma minus 5 is 15 units, then the values of x are, okay, interesting question. So this you can take it as x1 y1 and this you can take it as x2 y2, correct? And the distance is given as 15. So you can say that under root of x2 minus x1, that is x minus 3 the whole square, x2 minus x1, that is x minus 3 the whole square, plus minus 5 minus 5 the whole square is already given as equal to 15, right? So this becomes under root of x minus 3 the whole square. See, this becomes plus 5, minus 5 plus 5 gets cancelled. So that is equal to 15. You can square on both the sides. So once you square on both the sides, you are going to get x minus 3 the whole square is equal to 225. Now we can expand this, that is x square minus 6x plus 9 is equal to 225. Then you can take it here, that is x square minus 6x, correct? And then this becomes minus 216 is equal to 0. So can I take minus 18 and plus 12? So this becomes x square minus 18x plus 12x minus 216 is equal to 0. So this becomes x into x minus 18 plus 12 into x minus 18 is equal to 0. So can I get two values of x here? Basically I get x plus 12, x minus 18 is equal to 0. So x is equal to minus 12 and x is equal to 18. Correct? Minus 12 and 18, right? So option B is the correct option. I hope you are understanding this simple question. Firstly we solved it, we got a quadratic equation. After getting the quadratic equation, we split the middle term and get the final answer, that is minus 12 comma 18. Now the next question says the center of circle is at 2 comma 0. Okay, so there is a circle whose center is at 2 comma 0. That means this point is 2 comma 0. If one end of the diameter is 6 comma 0, if one end of the diameter is 6 comma 0, then the other end is what? Then the other end is what? This is the question. Now it is simple, because if I take this as x comma y, suppose, so these two are equal because we know that center is the midpoint of the diameter. So since the center is the midpoint of the diameter, and can we say here that this is x1 y1, this is x2 y2, and this is x comma y. So can I say x is equal to x1 plus x2 by 2. So x is what? 2. So 2 is equal to x1 plus x2, that is x plus 6, x plus 6 by 2. So 4 is equal to x plus 6. So x will be equal to 4 minus 6, that is minus 2. Similarly, y is equal to y1 plus y2 by 2. So what is y? Y is 0. 0 is equal to y1 plus y2, that is y plus 0 by 2, isn't it? So 2 goes here, that becomes 0. So y is equal to 0. So yes, x is minus 2, y is 0. Option C is the correct option. Clear, easy, simple. The next question says find the ratio in which the point, okay, the question is based on ratio again. So we know how to solve this, isn't it? Now there are 2 points. Suppose this is point A. Suppose this is point B. Right? This point A is 1, 2. This point B is 2, 3. And there is a point, say for example point P, whose coordinates are 8 by 5, y. So this is x1, y1. This is x2, y2. And this is x, y. Correct? Find the ratio in which 8 by 5, y divides the line segment joining the points, and also find out the value of y. So later we are supposed to find out the value of y as well. So suppose if I take this as m and if I take this as n, can I say x is equal to, right, mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. So x is what? X is 8 by 5. So 8 by 5 is equal to m into x2. That is m into x2 is 2 plus n into x1. That is n into 1 by m plus n. I can take m plus n here. So 8 into m plus n is equal to 5 into 2m plus n. 2 into m is 2m, n into 1 is 1, n. See, x is equal to mx2 plus nx1 by m plus n. M is as it is, x2 is 2 plus n is as it is, x1 is 1 by m plus n. 2 into m is 2m, n into 1 is n. M plus n goes here, 5 goes here. So this becomes 8m plus 8n is equal to 10m plus 5n, correct? So 10m minus 8m is 2m, 8n minus 5n is 3n. So can I say m by n? M by n will be what? 2 by 3. So can I say m is to n is equal to 2 is to 3. So let me just replace this. So 2 is to 3, correct? Now once we get the ratio, we can easily find out the value of y. Y is equal to m y2 plus n y1 by m plus n. So y, can I write down y here, is equal to m into y2, that is 2 into 3 plus n into y1, that is 3 into 2 by m plus n, that is 2 plus 3. So that is equal to 2 3s are 6, 3 2s are 6 again by 5, and that gives you 12 by 5. So that is the value of y. Clear? Easy. So let's have a look at a new question now. It says ABCD is a rectangle formed by the points A, B, C and D. So it is already given. And PQRS are the midpoints of AB, BC, CD and DA respectively. We are supposed to show that the diagonals of the quadrilateral bisect each other. We are supposed to show that PR and SQ bisect each other. That is, this is the midpoint for both. Firstly, let us focus on finding out all the coordinates here of the quadrilateral PQRS. So what is A? A is -1, -1. And what is B? B is -1, 6. So can we find out P? Yes. What will be coordinates of point P? Coordinates of point P are going to be -1 by 2, comma, -1 plus 6 by 2. That is equal to -2 by 2, which is -1, comma. This is 5 by 2. Let's find out the coordinates of point Q. To find out coordinates of point Q, you need B and C. What is C? C is 3, 6. So that gives you 3 minus 1 by 2. That gives you 3 minus 1 by 2, comma, 6 plus 6 by 2. Correct? And that gives you 2 by 2, which is 1, comma. 6 plus 6 is 12. That is 1, comma 6. Then you have point R, that is the midpoint of D and C. So that is 3, comma minus 1, right? So for point R, can we say, for point R, we have 3 plus 3, the whole divided by 2, comma, 6 minus 1 divided by 2. That is nothing but 6 by 2, that is 3, comma 5 by 2. Correct? So R is 3, comma 5 by 2. And then finally we have S. So what will be S? S will be 3 minus 1 by 2, comma, minus 1 by 2. And that is nothing but 3 minus 1 is 2, 2 by 2 is 1, comma minus 1. Now we have all the 4 coordinates. Now what we will do is, we will find out the midpoint of PR. We will find out the midpoint of PR. So let's find out the midpoint of PR. So what will be midpoint of PR? For that we need P and R. We need P and we need R. So that is minus 1 plus 3 by 2, minus 1 plus 3 by 2, comma, 5 by 2 plus 5 by 2 by 2, 5 by 2 plus 5 by 2, the whole by 2, correct? So that is 2 by 2, comma, this is 10 by 2, the whole by 2, right? So that gives you 1, comma, this 2 goes up, that is 10 by 4. 10 by 4 is nothing but 5 by 2. So you get 1, comma 5 by 2. This is midpoint of PR. Now let us find out, say midpoint of PR is 1, comma 5 by 2. Now let me find out midpoint of SQ. For that I need S and Q. S is here. Where is Q? Q is here. So S and Q, 1 plus 1 by 2 and 6 minus 1 by 2. And that gives you 1, comma 5 by 2 again. So can I say, this is what? This is midpoint of SQ. Midpoint of SQ. So we can say that the midpoint of PR is equal to the midpoint of SQ. Therefore, clearly we can say that the diagonals bisect each other, right? Because the midpoint of this and the midpoint of this is the same. That means these two are equal and these two are also equal, right? So I hope you have understood this session on coordinate geometry. It was fun solving all the problems alongside you. We'll meet again in the next session. Thank you so much. See you again. Subscribe to the channel and keep learning with Toppscholars.